Welcome everyone. This is Evelyn. Take a deep breath. We have a twin flame read here. Sending lots of love and blessings out to you guys. Today is the 24th. Wow. The read I did was from late yesterday for today. And before I get into that read, I have a message from the 22nd that it's a short message that I want to give you. And the 22nd, 22, so the 22nd was the 22 of the Fool, and then the 36 of the 10 of Wands, the Atlas energy, the weight of the world upon your shoulders. And then we went into 37 yesterday with the King of Cups, and then today was the 38 of the Queen of Cups. So that was the energy of the day that it added up to. So today is the 24th, which is the Queen of Wands. So yesterday was the King of Wands. The day before that was the Fool on the 22nd. So that's the new cycle, taking that leap of faith with an open heart, going into the King of Wands, the passion, and taking control of the situation, the man of passion, and the Queen of Wands then pulling in the creativity to it. So the message I have first from the 22nd, and by the way, the movie I watched was called Yes, God, Yes. So there's one message for you. So the message that was coming up that day was about the expand, and I brought up the expand as the S for Sophia and pand, which references the home and the curtain or the veil. So the S-band is like saying expand, but maybe with a Lucy and Desi kind of accent there. So expand, and then contract, the C of the Christ energy, on tract, the tract that holds the curtain or veil. The expand and the contract, the C on tract, the footprint or the pursuit that makes it last longer. The ointment, the grease, the fat, the greasy wheel, the lover's total weight, the muscle mass, the oiling up for the higher self to deal with the T in the road, the hard right or the hard left. The buck stops here at the rod and staff, the track that holds the curtain, the perpendicular alignment to satisfy the 3 to 5D vertical dance, as well as the dance between the masculine and feminine, the horizontal dance. So fight or flight was coming up that day, and dealing with that kind of energy, right? You don't want to go into fight or flight because that's that fear energy. And there's definitely some Romeo and Juliet energy coming up here with the energy of rushing in passionately to the one who's leaning over the balcony, where the whole world gets a little bit of a taste of the never-ending story of emotional fulfillment. So instead of the death at the end, the happily ever after. The dark night surrender of Michael and Thoth, or aka Michael and Metatron, the guards of the sealed divine feminine, as not to get trampled when the stampede comes in of the bulls and the lions, or the bull headed in the lion's den, where this little piggy went to market and never returned. The completion of the story to happily ever after. And that was at 10:07. So that was the message from the 22nd. And then here's the read from the 23rd, which is in front of you. This is the basic read for the read in front of you. This is the SIRIAN Starseed deck. And mine is a variation of the Celtic cross. It's based on the energy wave as opposed to the cross. And this is the full read in front of you. Okay, this is a 7-deck read. The SIRIAN Starseed deck is the main deck. We have the Rider-Waite Mini, we have Romance Angels, we have the Numerology deck, the Tarot of Sexual Magic, the Gilded Tarot, and the Universal Golden Tarot. Okay, so 7 decks. It's a lot of energy on the table. It's a general read. So if something doesn't resonate with you, don't force it to fit. And if something triggers you, it's telling you there's a wound in you about that. So go back to your childhood when you first felt like that. What first triggered you in that way, and what was it that triggered you exactly? And now see that from an adult perspective, whereas before you were wounded because you saw it from a child's perspective. And sometimes just that alone, seeing it from the adult perspective now, changes the wound, because you no longer see it from a child's perspective, which can be much more hurtful at times. All right, so this is for the twin flames, so it's the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And this was done yesterday for today. So we have the energy of the King and Queen of Cups, as well as the King and Queen of Wands. Very interesting there, okay? And literally, so yesterday was the two kings, the King of Cups and King of Wands, and today is the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So much more the feminine energy. And I've been noticing too, as far as the physical body and the issues we've been going through, my body seems to have been going through, and this is over the past few years, an injury. It's like unraveling the injuries I've had, going backward. So it's going into, I had a major back injury. I had a major concussion. I was hit by a car when I was jogging. So I had all these issues. So there's been some injuries to specifically my knees. My shoulder was out for months last year. And then my left hip was giving me problems, and now that's cleared out, and now it's in my right hip, which was the initial location of my back injury when I fell. So you may be feeling some of these things clearing. And if you definitely go to see Chris Macklin, he's an amazing Melchizedek healer. If you have physical ailments and other ailments, devices, anything that's in you that you don't want there, he's an amazing healer, and he's just an amazing person in general. So check him out, Chris Macklin. He's I'm trying to think the name of his website. Global. I'll have to go back. It's global something. I'm just blanking out right now, but I'll get it for you. You can look him up by Chris Macklin. You'll see, and then there'll be information about his website and the information below. So just look up on YouTube. So let's see here. So yesterday morning too, I woke up again. They're redoing the gas pipes on my street. So there's a lot of, undertones of digging up deep stuff to fix it, to unearth things that have been buried for a long time. And so they'll do like my house, and then they'll go to another block, and then they'll come back and do my neighbors. So I guess it's not that loud all day, every day, for a long period of time. So yesterday morning, they woke me up again with my next door neighbor's house doing the construction. And I cut the SIRIAN STARSEED deck at 317 yesterday. 3 is the Empress, 17 is the star. And I finished the reading at 3:37 to 38. So here again was the King and Queen of Cups. So very much resonating with the energies of the day, of today and yesterday, actually. So the only major arcana that was in this read was the Starseed, which is like the Fool. Before the read, because I always pull a few cards on either end of the read, before the read for this read, we had the Star, Reason, which is the Emperor, and then Karma, which is the Judgment card. We had 3 Pentacles, 3 Wands, 1 Cup, and 3 Swords. So the cups, the heart-based things, the emotions, was less than any of the other energies here. But otherwise, it was pretty well balanced. The King of Pentacles was in the read, as well as the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So a king and 2 queens. And before the read, the Page of Cups came up, and after the read, the Page of Swords and the King of Cups came up. And for those of you not familiar with the suits of the decks and the signs, the cups are all of the water signs. So Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. The pentacles are all the earth signs. Earth signs are Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. All of the wands are the fire signs, and that would be Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. And then all of the swords would be all the air signs, which would be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. So if I just say the Queen of Wands, you'll understand it can be any of those signs. So the code line here was all about perseverance, pride, and self-love. And the numbers that came up were double 4s, double 6s, double 8s, and double 10s. So all of the even numbers. 2 came up in a lesser sense. So we had all the even numbers, but we also had 3 and 9 in there. But the double numbers were 4, 6, 8, 10. 44 is the 4 of Cups, the grounding, integrating, and mastering of love. 66 is the Queen of Pentacles. 88 is the dance of the masculine and feminine, both balanced and dancing within their own masculine and feminine. And then the 1010 is that reminder to keep your vibration very high, which requires meditation, being out in nature, grounding yourself, salt baths, whatever it takes to help you get there. Can be just cuddling with your animals as well. So the code line here about perseverance, pride, and self-love was all about the number 12 coming from 9 and 3, and 12 is about the hangman and wisdom and seeing new perspectives in the situation. So the message was coming up as the toggling up to see the C's, the see with your eyes, see with the emotions, the ocean, the deep, deep emotions, and the sea of the Christ or unity consciousness, the crazy madman expanding, the sag, the union. And the Saggy always comes up for me as God anyway, because that's a very curious, expansive energy. Toggling up to see that crazy madman, that which is God or Creator or Mother, Father, Christos, Sophia, or love, however you want to term it. It's all the same energy of that crazy madman expanding the union of all. The 9, the collective consciousness. The Hermit, which is the one that goes within, the 1 of 2, toggling up the 3 of Cups or joy in the Sophia energy, the feminine energy. So the P is coming up as the housing or the child. So the P in what I always demonstrate the technical drawing of the safety pin, whereas the 2 loops at the bottom are the masculine and feminine. The point is the feminine collecting the sun, bringing it down in the loop into the masculine loop, and then to the back of the pin, which is the masculine, the support system there, and the housing then is the P at the top. The housing is coming up as the child here, the urgent severance, the reflection of the note, or the harmony in other words. The P, erect, raised, the butt, the silly, the emphasis in poetry, or the rise. So this was coming up as where the buck stops here, the fool, or seeing the fool for what they are, or for what it is, the teasing of the emperor, the housing, perhaps not a good idea, to say, to tell, or to give way, to give up a secret, a flag, a file or case or lawsuit, to find cause, food, saw, sawdust, and sawmill all coming up here, the carpet or rug, or to have the rug pulled out from under, the hermit, the 9, the wise one, the advisor, the 1 of 2, a pair at the T in the road, the hard right or the hard left coming together in joy, the Sophia energy of the housing of the pin, the pineal and the chakra system, toggling up to the Christ and the Sophia when raised to fear arousal, being silly, stupid, or an ass, the butt of a joke, now having pride and self-love as opposed to ego and self-loathing. So it's very much about using your feminine energy, the chakra system, and the pineal gland. And I was called to go back over my notes from the past month. And it was very much bringing up the idea of the chakra system being the feminine with the kundalini rising into the pineal, which then is the masculine energy, and them together expanding into the phi energy, which is outside yourself, being able to connect with the outer realms. So we start here with the 4 of Wands upright, which is that union energy at 504. 5 is the Hierophant, 4 is the Emperor. Okay, so here's the 4 of Wands, or 4 flames in this deck, the SIRIAN STARSEED deck. I just use the usual terms. It's easier for people to understand. We have the mini clarification cards on top. There's 4 cards below, and those were, I actually pulled 5 this time, which I don't usually pull that many. The 2 of Cups reversed, the Star upright, the Page of Cups reversed, the Reason, which is the Emperor upright, and Karma upright. So home, housing, and union, or the happy home, after disconnect or being at a distance, the Star, healing, dreams, or the healer or dreamer coming true, or this could be an Aquarius, and the Page of Cups reversed, which can be rejection or vulnerability, or it can be someone feeling spoiled and entitled. So it can be a child, but it can be the personality of an Aquarius as well. And the reason for the karma, or the emperor's judgment and or decision, or a disconnect between a child star and the emperor, or two Aquarians at home, or one with the attention and one with the power to make the decisions at home. Lover or affection of the King of Cups upright, or unconditional love. The Fool free from uncomfortable energies and emotions with issues at work, or released or left the job. The Knight of Cups upright, to offer love to the Queen of Cups perhaps, but there may be withholding of time, money, and effort, or delays in a new life getting between them, or lovers playing hardball, or holding stuff over each other's head, or the Knight of Cups offering love, but not time, money, or energy to the Queen of Cups, who comes as a package deal with the King of Cups, or is relieved from their duties, and the Knight of Cups may be sucking up to their parents, or just the mother because she holds the power or the money in the relationship, or getting father's permission before proposing to someone, or it's like a dowry here, before proposing affections. So I give you a couple different situations here. It literally can be the Knight of Cups offering love to the Queen of Cups. They are facing each other, but the Ace of Pentacles reversed is between them. So it could be delay after delay after delay, blocking a new beginning, and the Ace of Pentacles upright is a beautiful new beginning of perfect contentment. Or it can be one or the other holding back time, money, and effort from each other, as the King of Cups could be interfering with this. This could also be the Knight of Cups asking for permission from the King of Cups before offering love to the Queen of Cups. Or it also can be the Knight of Cups kind of sucking up to the mother, the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. But it looks like the King of Cups is turning the other way, but he's the one who's affectionate with him. But the Queen of Cups is the one who holds the money or the power there. So it could be, two parents and their child trying to get help from them. And maybe they've heard it once too many times. So that's the kind of energy. But it's literally could be like offering a dowry or something like that, which can be in some cultures. So we have the 5 of 8, the 5 at 518, which is the Hierophant and the Moon, detoxing. This was interesting the way these cards came up, because multiple major arcana came up in a row. So the Justice card was coming up, and you could just see the scales, and the scales are about balance, but there can be something fishy about them, right, with the scales. And then the World was coming up with Thoth, the eagle, the beak, or the pecker, regarding wisdom. And then the Hierophant came up with the antenna, the psychic connection. And then the Devil was reversed, which can be related to the horns or the horniness, or the fiery tail, which can be a literal tail or a story that lights a fire under one's butt, or in other words, the shadow that gets you going. This also can be Libra, Pisces, or Taurus, detoxing their destiny, or Libra, Queen of Cups, Page of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, and Empress, all three women, which also can be a mother and two daughters. The Page of Pentacles reversed in need of help, which can be another child. Perhaps the Page of Pentacles is someone in need of help, or a learning disability, or just someone who never learns their lesson, about the grieving star who always gets their way, or the healer who heals everyone else but not themselves, or grieving the loss of a dream home, or it could be losing someone's family home, like in a divorce, it's like belongs to your family, but somebody else gets it in the divorce. Well, all is fair in love and war. God and the Devil reversed, detoxing destiny with the Queen of Cups and Queen of Swords and the Empress, or Pisces, Libra, and Taurus, and or Capricorn in need of help, or a child who needs help as grieving bird is taking off for the stars, or grieving Capricorn as we go into the age of Aquarius, saying goodbye to Capricorn, burning the bridges or breeches, since bra burning has already been done, feeling desolate, empty, hollow, shallow, and needy, and or Aquarius or star between Capricorn and Pisces, or hogging the spotlight or limelight, making the other feel small, or the King of Swords reversed, upset because they took his dream home or his family's home, like I said already, that came up. The High Priestess reversed and the Magician reversed, destined to be schooled by the King of Swords reversed, or Pisces and Gemini schooled by Libra, or two false prophets, a couple, taken down by Akashic justice system. Children comes up here who are affecting your love life, and below that was romantic feelings that need to come out. Or the Sphinx is not taking sides, but keeping the goose flapping their wings in check. Next. So then when I looked back at my review today, recently the Sphinx was coming up as Martin Luther King Jr. So that could be what's coming up today with the Sphinx as well. The Sphinx not taking sides, but keeping the goose who's been flapping their wings in check. You know, the one who's full of excuses, you know, like the kid in class who gets put in the corner. Next, the shadow always lurking in insecurity and manipulation, abuse, lies, and negative self-talk. The Six of Wands upright, putting it out there, and the King of Swords reversed without a leg to stand on, with two, or the King of Swords reversed and the Page of Swords reversed in uncomfortable energies, or avoiding the elephant in the room, no longer keeping quiet or allowing someone to silence them. One is getting all the attention and the other is living in their shadow, no longer to allow their heart to be stepped on, or hiding dessert or other things behind a plant, or literally a plant found, or in other words, a mic or a camera in the plant. The glass slipper didn't fit, no longer willing to pretend. Happy ending is 93, and beneath that is the effort of 13, which is the transition, the transformation, the end. Making an effort to get this completion done. And happy ending is 93. The reflection of 93 is 39, which is the Knight of Cups. So happy ending and the Knight of Cups, which is a beginning, right? Because it's an offer of love. So they were both yellow cards as well. So the solar plexus was coming up here major about confidence and putting your light out there. The truth is told about addictions or the devil or a fiery Capricorn, dumping a load, a burden, their responsibilities, or confessing or confessing an imbalance, or perhaps they weren't sharing or confessing about debt they have, or a scam that they experienced, or inequity in a terrible relationship. Released, now free to leap in the aftermath of sudden events or epiphanies, reaching for the stars, happily being the clown, wearing whatever they like. It's definitely giving the feeling of someone who's always been told what they have to wear, what they have to do, where they have to be, and free to write all over the sky if they want to. At 558, which is the Hierophant and the Four of Swords, the connection in the 5D. And the Hierophant could very much be commitment to yourself. It's your commitment to God. It's that the commitment, right? Is to your higher self. Aquarius upright and Aries upright, really significant in this read. Those were probably the most significant signs in the read. Aquarius upright and Aries upright. Gemini was upright and reversed. Libra was upright. Pisces was upright and reversed, which means there can be two people or one people who's going back and forth between their negative and positive energy. But it also can reference when there's a reverse sign, it can be instead of their sun sign, it's their moon or rising, or it's just really significant in their chart. Taurus was coming up upright, Capricorn upright and reversed, Virgo reversed, and Scorpio reversed, all in the underlying energies. At 601, which is then the Lovers and the Magician, in the aftermath of a sudden event, home, healing, the King of Swords reversed, no longer silent in a happy ending. The recent past is the King of Pentacles, trapped without options, and the Empress with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or legacy, dysfunction or loss of that family, business, or legacy, trying to steal their peace, but not. And it's like, it looks like the Ten of Pentacles, dysfunctional family or business or community, is the ones trying to steal the peace, okay, from the energy here. Whether it's the Knight of Cups, whether it's the King of Pentacles, whether it's the Empress. But the Empress may be part of that Ten of Pentacles reversed, or she may not. But the others are definitely separate from the Ten of Pentacles there, the dysfunction of it anyway. Rising above, awake to a secret or the need to use their intuition, the Emperor and the Queen of Wands upright are receiving an offer of love from the Knight of Cups, Or the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Wands are children of the Emperor. Or secret passion or cheating to find peace away from the Empress. And or dysfunctional family. So we definitely have an Emperor and Empress here, but they're not standing side by side. The Emperor's next to the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Cups, which can be their kids. And the Empress is with the Ten of Pentacles dysfunctional family, business, or community. Okay, so there could be like a separation here. Or who's, taking sides. Because it is a family of wealth, but it looks like an abuse of wealth or a loss of money or a loss of family member can be. But it looks like they were being underhanded, this family or business. So the foundation here at the root of the matter is the Eight of Pentacles working to align, to be creative and focused and diligent, happily getting his wish. The King of Pentacles dealing with the needy or helping those left behind, or he's feeling left out, hanging out or hung out to dry on the journey, with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, dumping emotional attachments, or gave all his stuff away to the poor, or making multiple trips to Goodwill. Or he's being wise, working really hard for the money and leading the way, and she is spending frivolously and then giving it all away to others. The central energy, what's at the heart of the matter, is the Ten of Pentacles reversed, that family, business, community, or legacy with dysfunction or loss or abuse of wealth, the dark side of money. The Knight of Wands reversed and the Page of Wands reversed, fallen angels or impatient, losing their tempers easily with hard work. It looks like kids who have been spoiled, so when it comes to now having to work, they're very intolerant with the patience that's required when you have a job. So that could be one situation. So it could be kids, it could be co-workers, but it's, it's the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands, which, when they're reversed, they could definitely get themselves into trouble. They could be out on the prowl, or it could be an older sibling who's very sexual taking their younger sibling out, and giving them some bad influence, right? So they may be losing tempers easily with hard work and or purging, not sleeping, praying with the worst over, or thinking the whole time they can't wait until it's over. So it's, like going to a job where every minute of the day you're thinking, I just can't wait till it's over. I can't wait till it's over. Instead of, just being present in the moment. Receiving new information or clarity, but challenged by the Three of Cups, the joy, the coming together with others. At night or at the full moon, bored, apathetic, or grounding and integrating, but taking for granted an offer from God. The Ten of Cups reversed is just done. Unhappy family or cycle over, with the Queen of Swords upright speaking their truth. At night, disconnected or Cancer at a distance, Libra soulmate or divorced with kids, losing patience or no longer patient. The Knight of Pentacles is upright, uncomfortable, offering help to someone who's already satisfied or they may deem as arrogant. Page of Cups reversed and Sovereign reversed, which can both be kids, one that's whiny and another one that spends money constantly, but they could just both be dependents without an excuse for what they did. Maybe they went out and spent money without permission, or defenseless about removing the mask, the facade, the dropping of the ball, or the breaking of patterns, or being inconsistent. With the Page of Wands reversed, frustrated, uninspired, or sick, or dead tired after being up all night, not sleeping well. And that could be another situation where the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands could be sick and or not sleeping well. It could be two kids who went out and got drunk and then, weren't getting up in the morning too. So now is the Queen of Wands, most likely Sagittarius, but can be Aries or Leo too. Home grieving the loss, the regret, the past, or the guilt. Frustrated, not amused, dead tired or sick, and or dependent wounded warrior on guard, or in victim mentality, or playing the victim card after spending too much money. The Knight of Pentacles times 2, or the Knight of Pentacles on 2 timelines, offering help to fix things with or for the Queen of Wands messing up, while the Emperor is at work rising above. The Page of Wands reversed. The Page of Wands reversed is not surprised by the Page of Cups reversed, perhaps offering sex, creativity, or arousal. The Page of Cups reversed, dependent or no longer obsessing over their haircut or cutting cords, or seeing a new perspective with the King of Pentacles, superhero. reaping rewards with negative self-talk at 6:32, which is the Lovers and the Journey. Receiving an offer of love from the Hermit reversed, Capricorn reversed, or Leo reversed, and the Hermit can be a Virgo. Coming out, detoxing ego, or Leo that's out of control, or tripped up getting caught sneaking out at night. Soon is Starseed, receiving a big download and or an upgrade, grounding and integrating light coming in. Defenseless to sudden energies, especially at night. Coming together post-war, drained or with draining or sick kids. Overexposed and or in need of sunshine. The King of Cups is upright, sending Leo or ego packing. Or Leo is getting together with the kids, or the King of Cups with Leo, moon or rising, or significant in their chart, perhaps has Scorpio in their chart too. The King of Cups. Aries upright and Aquarius upright both here, along with Leo reversed times 2 and Scorpio. The twin flames are seeing themselves as the Queen of Swords upright, speaking their truth, an announcement about the past, or looking back at the Emperor and the Sealed Divine Feminine, and or the world at large, with clarity and new information, or understanding and holding back feelings, or met with delays, or a lot of arguing in a split, divide, lies, or a need for even more information. Forgiving and learning, worth waiting for, and keep an open mind all came up for the twins. Around the twins, or house seen, is the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, with the Knight of Swords rushing in dead tired, or tired of fighting death, or a near-death experience, or the never-ending battle of healing in the pursuit of happiness. The blocks here for the twins is the Four of Swords reversed, not getting any sleep, or awakening and rising above, the Knight of Pentacles, loyal, humble servant, or workhorse offering help to Cancer and Taurus, or offering payment to come along for the travels. So someone might be going somewhere and someone might come say, look, I have money, I'll pay for gas, can I come too? Or ascending to God, or in a divine marriage. Perseverance comes up here, pride and self-love. In a split, divide, lies, dealing with getting clarity in a situation with the Queen of Wands, perhaps trying on more boots or more clothes, or finding peace with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, away from the King of Wands reversed and the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Wands reversed. After death, near death, or just dead tired and taking forever to end. The Ten of Wands upright, climbing out of the dark or out of the basement in negative self-talk, holding back feelings of the King of Cups unconditional love for the twin and or their kids, and sharing, giving, and or settling out. At 6:52, which is the Lovers and the Queen of Swords. The Four of Wands, the home, and the work or workplace, or someone working at home. The Queen of Swords and the Wounded Warrior. The King of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, are challenged by joy, celebration, coming together in a fresh new start, opening the crown and awakening with the Queen of Wands, moving or traveling in order to find peace, climbing into the light with the Page of Swords reversed, not telling their feelings, perhaps silent or arguing with the King of Cups about the twins and or kids, sharing with them. The Four of Wands, home, and the King of Pentacles after sudden events at work, with the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community that's dysfunctional or at a loss, and challenged by coming together with the Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords, in a fresh start with the Wounded Warrior, awakening to find peace in the light, without a message, without expressing feelings of unconditional love of the inner children at 6:57, which is the Lovers and the Three of Swords. Letting go of insecurities and withholding of the new life, using the third energy as a weapon, spreading rumors post-war, and dealing with PTSD. Okay, so I'm going to pull you an energy card now. So we end up with the Six of Pentacles. So someone sharing or settling out. Let's see what the takeaway is from this reading. So for everybody watching, the best and highest good of all those concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn? Let's clear all negative energies from all chakras, all auric layers, grounding and galactic cords. Let's clear all these negative energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned, and fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is our takeaway from this? Well, we have the 7th chakra archangel Uriel, which definitely looks like an unhappy teenager, right? Or someone who has everything but isn't finding the happiness in it. This is the crowning glory, the crown chakra. The 41 of self-love, spiritual love, or new love, and needing to see the happiness in it. So we have 2 unhappy campers here with the man holding a heart, the 45, which is the grieving card, the 5 of cups, right? Grieving loss, regret, guilt or shame, the past, not letting go. Okay, so 2 unhappy people. This could be people who are together that shouldn't be together anymore. This could be a father and daughter. Okay. And then we have blossoming abundance around them, which is the mother. So this could also be, this could also be 2 siblings who aren't getting along or who are upset with their mother. This is the one who has all the money, the abundance. That could be also. So the bottom of the deck is the temple path, which is the 12. And 12 is all about wisdom and seeing a new perspective in things when things aren't looking right to you. And we had this a lot this week, the door to spirit, opening up the doors and windows and letting the purification process happen. The 32 of the journey is the purification process, okay? That you're on the right path, so keep going. So I haven't pulled a Kipper deck card in a while. I'm going to pull a Kipper deck card for you. This is the Kipper deck, if you forget. Let's see what comes up. What time is it? 36:49 on the clock, which is the 10 of Wands. And the 49 is the Get Your Wish card, the 9 of Cups. So let's see what comes up from the Kipper deck. All right, we have the Thief, 24, and that's today's energy, is the 24. That's the Queen of Wands. It's also the Omega, the last letter of the Greek alphabet, and it's also considered, according to my messages from my guides, the end of karma on a community level. But there's some kind of thief energy here, so let's see what else is coming up with it. It has to do with work, perhaps someone being taken advantage of. We have look at that. I just said we had the King and Queen of Wands and the King and Queen of Cups. This is the Queen of Cups, this is the Queen of Wands. And today is the 38 and the 24. These are literally the cards of today. That's really cool. So, and it's very interesting too, because this is my soul number and this is my mother's soul number. So it could be a mother and daughter, or perhaps a mother taking advantage of the daughter or working them too hard. This could be a boss and a younger worker, or this could be working your own children because they were coming up with the read. Then we have the 27 of the Ace of Wands. There's a lot of passion there for something. Unexpected income. It looks like some kind of payment under the table. Maybe someone's getting paid under the table, or some kind of, siphoning of funds is happening here. All right. There's something off here that's not right. And the older man here in the situation is concerned. 33 is the Christ vibration, and that 7 of Wands, he needs to stand up for whatever's going on here. He needs to take control of the situation here. There's nothing to ground into anymore. It's like pie in the sky, There's no water, there's no emotion, there's nothing to anchor into. It was all a pipe dream. And there may be great fortune involved, but there may be also court issues going on. So there's definitely some problems going on at work here for somebody. And the underlying energy is the 14 of the Temperance card, the message of concern. Perhaps needing patience in the situation, or perhaps you're someone who deals with patience. Okay, let's see what's underneath that is a marriage. So it could be some kind of legal proceedings with a marriage, whether it's a marriage or divorce. But there looks like there's delays or concerns about what's going on. So whether it's a divorce or a prenup, there's some kind of legal issues here. And again, these were the cards from the other deck. So people are having issues here, whether it's trying to get divorced or trying to get married. it can go both ways. And I want to pull another card too, since there were very different messages there, in a way. Let's go with my... Is this Angel Wishes? I'm just blanking out on the name of this deck here. I'll show you the back of the deck here. I haven't used it in a while and I'm forgetting the name. I don't have the box right in front of me. All right, let's see what comes up with this though. Let's see. Okay, we have Love Matters. 43 is that Three of Cups, which was the challenge here today of coming together in joy. And this is very much about the feminine energy connecting with the bird, and Thoth came up today. And Thoth is by some considered the same energy as Metatron. And Metatron's come up a lot for me along this journey. Now we see there's a ship down here. Okay, so let me just take a look at this picture for a second. And there's more than one bird here. There's actually at least three here seen, and we have the Three of Cups. It's really weird because the ship looks like it's sailing away because the wind is in the sails pushing it away, but it doesn't look like it's in water. It looks like it's on land. And that's like so in line with that the other picture with the anchor out of the water, that there's no water. There's no water in this. Look at this. You can see it. Does that look like water to you? It doesn't look like water to me. It looks like a ship being dragged out on land. It's so weird. The ship, it's like this, instead of the ship has sailed, the ship has to be towed away because it won't leave. That's what's going on. The ship has to be taken away, or the ship is trying to come in, but the wind is taking it away. So there's a lot, either way, there's resistance. Either something's trying to come in, and again, that has to do with trying to get married or trying to get divorced. It can go either way. It's either being tugged off site because it refuses to go, or it's the ship's coming in, but the winds are fighting it. It's pushing the ship away again. But it's either way, it's on land. It's not on water, or it's really marshy water, that's for sure. But the feminine is at peace with it either way because she knows that everything's being taken care of. She's not going into that fight or flight energy. She knows that all is as it should be and things will happen when they're ready to. And the Three of Cups with the 43 there is definitely has to do with these three birds. And so there may be for someone as well, the coming together isn't by boat, it's by flight. Maybe someone needs to come in or out from the country and they can't get in or out right now. That could be for someone as well. The bottom of the deck here is make a decision. All right, so there's definitely some vacillating here too with the 11, and there's Justice again. So there's definitely some legal ramifications here. This is a very colorful card. And this card to me is it's like the jungle versus the desert, right? Because we have very much Indian energy versus the jungle with all the animals. Two very different worlds in one person. It's like trying to merge the two different worlds, you know, the masculine and feminine, bring them together, right? The two opposite sides of the coin, and bring them together into one. One may be more dry and earthy. The other one may be more colorful and wild and needs more water. But you notice on the deserty side, it's by an ocean. There's still water down below. There's a beach down there. Is it a beach? It looks like water coming in. Although there's someone riding a camel down there, but it's by the water. The way it looks like to me anyway. Okay, so that's your energy there. All right, we just need a Scooby-Doo to lighten things up. What does Scooby-Doo want to say? Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? All right, Scooby. Give us the scoop. He's definitely got one card with scoops of ice cream. So let's see what comes up. All right, Scooby, what's our takeaway? All right. I think this was coming up for Scorpio with the tongue hanging out. I don't know if it's this one. But it's saying, you know, go do something fun while you're waiting. Someone's very eager for something to happen. So while you're waiting, you know, do something to burn off some of that energy, like go swing and have some fun. Just do something different that's fun. We know you want to have fun in that way, but find something else that you can have just as much fun at right now. And then you have, this is a 2. It's like, so just being me and me. And then this one's coming up reversed. So upright is like, you know, that person who's psyched to go away. Like this is that person, him psyched to go away, but he has to go back and play on the swing set instead. Because you have to hold off on this energy because it's not ready for you yet. So that's the energy here. And then the 2 and the 3 together is the King of Wands, which again is one of the couples that was coming up here. And then the Joker's coming up. So we have all, this is a whole bunch of people going on a trip and they're all in fight or flight mode. They're scared. Why are they scared to go where they're going? Why are they scared on this destination? You can't go on a trip like this. It's not going to be any fun. You know, you have to be relaxed like this. So someone might feel like this is a joke, right? They're all packed up and ready to go. Maybe they ran into a big roadblock and they literally can't get by it. It's like, what the heck? What's going on? And like she's looking out the window. The next card, what they're looking at is Scooby doing the hula hoop. So it's like, you know, someone standing in the middle of the street doing a hula hoop, and the people in the car are like, are you kidding me? You know, it's like coming upon a construction site that's taking you like 10 lights to get through. And here's the bottom of the deck. But I'm so cute. Don't you enjoy looking at me? It's like someone who's in your way when you're late and they're just trying to get your attention by being cute or something, or they think they're all hot and everything. It's pretty funny. All right, so that's the energy that's coming through. I hope that was helpful, you guys. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature, and be patient with yourselves. And as always, be good to yourselves and rise and be loved. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.